Hey guys, it's Hannah. I've had a lot of people ask me for a step-by-step video on how I did my epoxy countertops and just a bunch of questions about it, which is awesome. And I love talking about them because they've turned out super well. So I would just like to answer all your questions here. I'm gonna go through the video of me actually pouring, and I'm gonna talk about how I did it, the methods I learned from watching other YouTube videos, and I hope it helps. Here we go. All right, so here are my countertops before I start. Just wanted to let you all see exactly what they looked like. They're that lovely green. Can't wait to show you how they turned out in the end. Okay, so sorry for the noisy background, but first we're gonna just tape everything down, make sure everything is covered up. Next, you're gonna see me, I mixed some epoxy, made it white. The other ones, I started to add color. I did have some just regular clear epoxy as well. I'm using Stone Coat Countertops for the first time. This was my first attempt, so I'm mixing the two together. If you guys don't know, you have to mix both things together. They both come in the kit. Same if you buy it from like Home Depot or anything. So now I'm just mixing separate little bits of epoxy, different colors. I made gold out of spray paint, and then I just have black and white, and then I added, the kit came with like some glitter, almost some black glitter and white glitter, so I added those as well. Now you just see me like adding the colors in kind of a zigzag random pattern, all within the original clear epoxy. I'm just doing this so that whenever you see me pour it in a minute, it adds a really cool like marbled effect. So you just see me, I'm layering the white again. I have a couple different shades of white just to kind of make it look more realistic whenever I actually pour it. And then I'll just add like some little spritz of spray paint in between. That's like gold glittery one that I made. Some black glitter, I made that with the epoxy kit that came with the Stone Coat Countertops. People were asking me if I had done this before. I've never used Stone Coat before, but I have done epoxy countertops in the past for different rentals that I have, and they've turned out pretty well. My first one was about 2 years ago, and it's held up pretty well for now, but I think my process has definitely improved, especially with this. So I'm kind of just pouring it in a back and forth pattern. I've seen people do like zigzag. I've seen them do like wavy patterns. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. I was just kind of playing around with it, seeing how it turned out. I did a little bit of a zigzag here. A lot of questions about how I did the backsplash too. I actually waited for the epoxy to dry for about 25 to 30 minutes. So it was still tacky, not completely dry at that point. And then I actually went with the bucket again and poured directly on top of the backsplash and then spread it down with my fingers. Sorry, that's my dogs in the background playing with their toys. They're a little bit loud. A lot of people were yelling at me too for not wearing a respirator. Everything I looked up said I didn't need to, so that's probably my bad, but yeah, there's that. So yeah, then I just put on my gloves, and after watching videos, I saw that if you just spread it with your hands, it adds a really cool marbled texture. Not like completely messing it up, but just kind of spreading long ways like that with your hands, kind of pushing it towards the sides. Also notice I taped the sides. That was a process I learned from watching YouTube as well. So you tape the corners. The corners of my countertop are actually like, they were like a pattern. So there was, first the countertop was Formica, was the texture. And I don't know if you can really see later, but I'll try and show you guys the edges of my countertop are not perfectly square. They have like a ridge. So I just taped it the best I could along the edges so that the epoxy would kind of go straight up to that ridge and then dry a little bit. So I'm just pushing it right up to that ridge. Some of it does eventually drip down, but I just tried the best I could to get it like covering all the exposed part. Originally the countertops were green too, so definitely a little bit brighter now. Also, everybody's telling me to paint my cupboards, but I kind of like the wood look. I don't know. I mean, everybody's telling me to paint them white now, but this was such a long process. I kind of just want to be done with remodeling for a moment. Also, no dogs were harmed in the process of this video. They did not eat the epoxy. Nobody touched the epoxy. We kept them pretty far away from it. So here I am just kind of like spreading around the pattern. I really liked the pattern in the middle, so I tried to keep it pretty much how it was. But yeah, see, now you can see like the tape. I just had it taped right there to the side. There's really no wrong or right way to do this from what I've seen. I've seen some people just like slap their hands on there and it looks incredible. All the last epoxy countertops that I had done, I didn't even use my hands. I just used like a tool, like a, I don't even know, like some kind of tool. But so this was how it turned out. Oh yeah, so there's like the side there. So now you see I did pour it already on the back. I didn't take out my sink because I'm lazy. So I poured it on the backsplash there using like the same bucket I was using before, just poured it directly on top and then spread it down with my fingers. So it kind of created that like pulling down look. And here is the finished product. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye.